Choosing what position you play in football can sometimes be a confusing and even daunting task. So in this video, I'm going to be going over how to choose your position in football, what to keep in mind, and what's going to help you pick the perfect position for you. Hi guys, welcome to Simply Soccer. If you don't know already, my name is Dave, and here on this channel we release weekly soccer tip, technique, and training videos to help you improve your game and stand out on the pitch. So if you have not already, make sure you hit that subscribe button and that bell icon so you don't miss any of the new videos that we release. So like I already mentioned, I just want to give you some ideas and some tips that are going to help you better identify which position is going to be best for you. I'm essentially going to go through some ideas you can ask yourself, some questions that you can ask yourself, and some other things that you can do that are just going to help shorten the list and really narrow down what position you should be playing in. So the first thing to take into consideration is actually, what do you enjoy doing? Do you enjoy seeing a lot of the ball? Maybe you need to play a midfield type player. Do you enjoy scoring goals and taking chances? Do you enjoy taking players one-on-one? Do you love keeping a clean sheet and getting in that clean tackle and being disciplined positionally? Really figure out what it is you enjoy about the sport, what you enjoy doing in the game, and then start looking at the positions that allow you to express yourself in that way often. Number two is, what are your strengths and what are your weaknesses? Now this one's pretty obvious, but take a look at your own game and identify, by being really honest with yourself, what you're good at right now and what you're not so good at. So for example, if you can't score a goal to save your life, if you suck in front of net right now, striker might not be the position for you. If you're someone who has terrible defensive discipline and you just don't have the aptitude for it, then that might not be the position for you either. However, if you're someone who is banging in the goals and you can finish almost everything that comes your way, then maybe striker's something you should consider. If you're someone that is really tidy in possession, can play 1-2 touches, pass and move very well, set up teammates and play the ball through to them, dictate the tempo, maybe a central midfield position is the one for you. So really identify what you're good at and what you're not so great at the moment, and see which position that fits into the most. Because if you're playing in a position that is drawing your strengths out instead of drawing your weaknesses out, obviously you're going to play better on the pitch. So make sure you can even write a list out of what you are good at and you know you're good at. Don't be shy about it. But also be honest about what you're not good at and see which position suits those strengths and weaknesses the most. Third thing you can do is ask coaches and players who know you really well. Now what that means is these guys have seen you play more than once, often. You cannot tell how good a player is simply by watching them once. They might just have an off day, and you don't want to be asking someone who's never seen you play. A lot of players come to me and ask me, "Hey Dave, what position should I play?" Well, how should I know? I have no idea what position you should play. I have never seen you play. I have no idea what you're good at. I've never seen you in actual match situations, which is a whole different thing. So you need to ask people who have actually seen you in matches. And the best thing to do is ask coaches, maybe previous coaches that you've had that you trust, who you know will give you an honest answer. Ask players that you play with, teammates, former teammates, friends of yours who play with you all the time, who know what they're talking about, who know the game. Ultimately, you need to ask someone who's going to give you an honest answer, even if it's an answer you don't like. You know, you can always ask someone you know who's going to give you the answer you want, but you really want to be going out there for someone who's going to tell you how it is. Because the more true information you have, the better a decision you can actually make. And number four is, be willing to adapt if it makes sense. There might be coaches who want to play you in a completely different position than you're used to, but keep something in mind. Many of the best pro players started out in one position, were moved to another, and then became amazing in that position. A big example I can give you is Virgil van Dijk started out as a striker. I think Jerome Boateng started out as one as well, but they both went on to become really successful center backs. And you can look at other players who have done the same thing. You can look at Gareth Bale. He started out as a left back. Can you imagine him playing there now? He then had a successful career and is still having a successful career more as an attacking winger or inside forward type player. So just because you have an idea of what position you want to be playing doesn't mean it will be the best position for you. You want to be versatile. You want to be able to play in multiple different positions. And when you get to the pro game, sometimes if a coach sees you in a certain position, you're going to have to learn how to play in that position. So just make sure you are not being so stubborn that you're not allowing yourself to adapt, because a coach might look at your ability, might look at your strengths and weaknesses and go, you know what, I think you're going to be really good as a center back, or I think you're going to be amazing as a center defensive mid. Again, if it makes sense and it's actually the coach trying to try you out somewhere because they think you're going to be good there, then you should really consider taking on that position, because again, you never know if that's going to be a position you're just going to really feel natural in and do super well in and then climb the ranks in. Again, I can give you those professional examples. You can look up so many of these examples of players who in their youth started out in one position and somewhere along the line a youth coach or some other coach came in and went, let's try them here, and then they went on to have a career in that position. Okay guys, so those are just some ideas that are going to help you to choose your position. Now this is not an exact science. These are just some ideas to help you out. This does not mean you have to even use these, but these are things that help, I believe, help you to see which position you're best suited for. Now, question of the day is, which position do you currently play? Let me know down in the comments. Thanks guys for tuning in to this video. Make sure you check out the links I have put in the description and the comments, because I've left some free resources and some other stuff in there to help you improve your game and stand out on the pitch even more. As always, I will have 2 videos come up on the screen now so you can continue to improve and stand out as a player. Thanks once again for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.